welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We are live heading into the weekend to break down this week 3 NFL slate. And as well, we're going to recap the Bills Dolphins game that happened on Thursday. But as always, before we jump into this action, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment what you thought on Thursday night football, but especially comment who y'all got this weekend for the Sunday Monday matchups. I'm Paul Pickle Winham, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev, Waterboy Savoy, aka the Dom P. aka the realest on your screen. And I didn't even know I'm still wearing my fit from school today. So yeah, I guess I'm repping the Santa Fe, what are we, the St. Bernards? Yeah. We cool like that.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of whack. I was
Yeah,
also
that's
a
what I'm saying.
former Saint Bernard, but that is kind of whack.
But yeah, look at the logo, bro. Somebody would ask me like, yo, why you look sad? I'm like, hey, bro, I didn't write the logo, bro. We just here to
Yeah.
bust at.
And you don't want to be called the
Damn.
Saints right now. The Saints are kind of for shittier territories. I don't want to be them.
Yeah. So we just the Bernards for a second. You're right, Paul.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, you're better than what the fuck the Dolphins showcased on Thursday. I'm not like we showcased some fight, but we're still 0 fucking 3. I don't know the statistics. I know it was like 0-2 teams. Only like 5 of them have ever made it to the postseason. And I don't even know the statistics for fucking teams that go 0-3. And we're 0-2 into the it's just bad for us right now. But the Bills handle business 31-21. We cover. I guess that's a good thing, but it just kind of sucks that there was so much life in this game. We were there, we battled, and then Tua throws a costly interception that then they turn it into a 2 possession game with a minute left after that. But like,
Bruh, what you mean? Why are you staying? See, I'm tired of y'all coming out here and always blaming Tua.
oh,
Yeah, you
it's just
right.
his
Tua.
fault. Don't get me wrong. The O
Yeah.
line,
Well,
the
hold on,
defense
hold
did
on, hold on,
decent.
hold on. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Tua threw an interception in the clutch. Yeah, you're right. Tua's been Tua. You guys had to play in the condensed set because Tua has to get the fucking ball up out of there quickly. You feel me? Yeah, you're right. He could have made a couple more better reads, what a better play call. And on the last interception, he did kind of look straight in the bird face, trying to look off the linebacker next to him. And then the linebacker next to that dude ended up jumping the lane and getting in there. Yeah, he did do that. But don't forget, why the fuck are we going for punt blocks when the score is tied and we giving the Bills the ball back and now they driving down and scoring.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. There's 3 big plays to me like that changed. It was Tyreek Hill's drop that would have been like a
Yeah,
40, 50 yard catch. The
which is
Zach
crazy.
the Zach Sealer's punt block that turned into roughing the kicker, and then the Tua interception. I was anti Tua after the interception, but then I will say Kurt Warner, Hall of Fame quarterback, maybe knows a little bit more about quarterback play than me. Who knows?
Just a
He
little bit.
he did do a whole breakdown. I saw it on Twitter when I woke up. He wrote paragraphs just explaining about y'all can blame Tua if you want, but this play, he's like Tua did everything correct. The linebacker that jumped the route just literally did everything to a T. Like he knew the play ahead of time. Like he did film study. He knew the play that was coming. And there like Tua literally could have done nothing because the whole play was set up for this particular throw. So it wasn't like, as if like you just don't throw it. It was just like you just got beat. Like you made a good move. That motherfucker just made a great. And it was just like you can blame Tua if you want, but he started breaking down like this was the first read, this was the second read. In that position, you do this, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. And it all came back to Tua did exactly what he was supposed to do. The linebacker just made a way better play. He just knew to play ahead of time. And the linebacker himself said, like, oh yeah, I literally just watched the play on the sideline. So when I saw that formation, I saw them do this, this, and this. I knew kind of exactly where the ball was going to go, and that's why he made such a great play on it. So shout out their defense, but yeah, I think the Zach Ziller punt block fuck up, the Tyreek Hill drop, and the Tua Tagovailoa's fucking. Oh, and then there was another like a defensive holding on like a 3rd and long that allowed the fucking Bills to get the ball one more time. And it was just like there's a couple things where we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. I like to see that we're still fighting, but just as a fan, it's kind of, we're 0-3. It's just hard.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't let them boys lie to you. That nigga could have just looked off both the linebackers. That nigga could have he could have just looked that way first and then threw it. But Kurt wanted to have a point too, but like All you had to do was just look that way, homie.
Yeah. If you know more than Kurt
Let
Warner at
me,
quarterback play, I got you. I believe you.
yeah, hey, call bro. Tell him to see me. All you had to, I mean, it wasn't a bad play, but all you had to do was just look that way, homie. All you had to do was, oh, the guy that I wanted to throw it to. Here you go. But to each his own. But I think y'all played quite well. I seen people talking about some A main. The Bills ain't do what the Colts did to this team. So Daniel Jones over Josh Allen. That's what I was hearing. Know what I'm saying? But y'all played well. I think the Bills just, are a team that just can may have you guys' number. So like, even though you guys are playing better than normal, and Mike McDaniels, I like to see that he made a switch. He saw that he needed to run a quicker offense so we can get quicker throws out. The niggas ain't gonna block. And y'all played better. Like I'll say that. It's just the Bills is a team that just knows you guys play twice a year and they usually beat you guys twice a year. So like if y'all play that well against another team, there's a good chance you win that game.
Yeah, no. We just 0-3. We'll see how we go for the rest of the season. They do say that, I mean, our schedule does soften up from here. So maybe we can come back and pull some Bengals type shit in the second half, but we're going to need some
I don't,
miracles.
I don't know about that, but I don't think you guys are the worst team in the NFL. Y'all are I know top bottom four teams, and I don't have the Dolphins in there, but
I
we can
just
get
know
on to this later.
the next four games, we got the Browns, Jets without Justin Fields, and Panthers. So potentially we could recoup some L's. Moving on to the slate at hand, though, making our picks. Might as well open up with this game just because it's the top of my slate. Panthers, 5.5 point dogs at home with your Falcons coming into town, Kev. Is this where the Panthers find their first W of the season? Is it an interdivisional game, or the Falcons coming in for a quick pit stop and keep the good times rolling?
Oh man, do you want the short answer or the long answer?
I want the truth and
All
nothing
right.
but the truth.
I got you, kid. You know what? We don't got to make this a long court case. Every American has the right to speedy trial. So the speedy trial, the Panthers says no. Who the fuck are these guys? Do they not know we drinking Falcons Bud this weekend, Paul? Do they not know what we drinking on? We sipping good, kid. So like I'm not taking the Panthers to beat my Falcons, but I will say I do expect these Panthers team to play well. They did really good against prevent defense last week, so I'm guessing that they might be like we're not a terrible team. If we had just had a couple more one more quarter, we would have been able to win that last game. So I do expect this team to do their job, to have a good game, but ain't nothing motherfucking stopping my Falcons this week. We're 1-2 right now. We're 1-1 right now. We usually do start off with better records in the beginning of the season when it comes to like a 2-1 or a 4-2 type shit. So I like us to keep going. And these Bucks are like fucking monsters right now. So you don't want to lose the games that you're supposed to win if we want to win this division this season.
I would say I'm gonna make it quick too. I'm gonna co-sign the Falcons. I'm not here for Bryce Young. I was anti Panthers coming into the season. They haven't done nothing to show me anything otherwise. And the fact that the Falcons, I know it's only 2 games, but the Falcons have the second best defense in the NFL right now according to yardage. They've only allowed an average of 220 yards per game. Only the Browns have a better defense on paper, and y'all only allowed like 139 passing yards per game. So y'all suck. Y'all's passing defense has been absolutely crazy.
I mean,
Uh,
we have played some shitty quarterbacks, though. I
Shitty
can't.
quarter. Oh, Baker. The people are trying to put Baker in the MVP talk. So it was week
Boo,
one, but
boo,
it's not as bad as week two. I'll give it to you. But week one,
boo,
Baker is supposed to be some premier guy. So y'all
boo.
only allowing 130 is kind of crazy.
Like I said, we've only played against shitty quarterbacks.
And then I just don't expect and Bryce. I don't expect Bryce. Bryce, they were down 21-3 before they ever came back last week. I just don't think the Panthers are a good team. Easy one there. Then we got the Vikings versus the Bengals. Vikings are 2.5 point favorites at home. Battle of the backups here. Carson Wentz stepping in for the Minnesota Vikings because JJ's hurt, and Jake Browning's taking over for Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow's hurt. It's kind of like, who do you trust more, Jake Browning or Carson Wentz here? Kevin O'Connell, Stefanski, not Stefanski, fucking Zach Brown. Uh, I'm gonna let you take the first pick on this one because I kind of have a take on this, but I just want to hear how you feel before we get into it.
I mean, Jake Browning versus
Carson Wentz.
man. How'd Carson Wentz get that start?
He's
I
only a
don't
quarterback. Well, he's QB2 on the roster.
never know that. But yeah, so Carson Wentz is going on this what is it? They said a record 16 that he's starting on.
He can't have the record, can he? I was saying Fitzpatrick's seen some team. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna doubt it. But I'm like Joe Flacco,
Um,
Fitzpatrick. Those motherfuckers seen
uh,
some teams now.
I don't know, bro. They saying Fitzpatrick ain't get no starts. Kid. He got 6 starts on. Why is this game not popping up on my shit?
I don't know. 1 o'clock game on CBS. Oh, they're all on CBS technically.
Oh,
But
Bengals back. All right, bet. But yeah, I mean, I think this comes down to this is one of those games that just come down to coaching. Like you got my dog, can my dog Kevin O'Connell whisper Carson Wentz into a win? Or can the Bengals finally, or can Bengals keep cooking with Jake Browning? I really don't want to trust either of these offenses. So when I take my pick, it's going to be based off of defenses. And even though my Falcons ran all over the Vikings last week, at least their passing, at least their passing defense showed that they could get stops and shit like that. So I might take the Vikings on this one.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the Bengals. And my hot take, not even a hot take, but my thing is on this is Kevin O'Connell could coach the perfect offense for that boy Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz is gonna find a way in the fourth quarter to fuck something up. He's willing to die out there for every single play. And with that mentality, I feel like he's gonna fuck it up. Whereas Jake Browning, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, Mike Gesicki, like those are not bad weapons to have as a backup quarterback. And I just feel like he's gonna come in there a little bit more prepared. He's been with this offense before, just another year running it. I'm gonna take the slight dog on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. There's a chance I might change my pick because but I'm gonna stick with my Kevin O'Connell pick right now.
And in our next game, Patriots versus Steelers. Patriots are at home. They're 2.5 point home dog with Steelers coming into town. Both are 1-1 here. Steelers coming off a crazy loss to the Seattle Seahawks, where special teams fucked up. Everyone was kind of fucking up offense, defense. Patriots coming off their win against the Dolphins. It's Vrabel versus Tomlin, two tough guys. To that, I think the Steelers might be a better team, but for whatever reason, I think the Patriots are going to come in, hold their ground. They're going to play decent defense. I believe Christian Gonzalez, this might be his first game back, finally. And I just have trust in Drake May. I still believe that kid's going to be a phenomenal talent in this league. And I'm going to, not that Aaron Rodgers is any bad, but just I think I'm going to back Drake May and the boys for this one.
Yeah, you can back Drake May all day. I respect it. Even though he's not a rookie. I like Mike Tomlin putting that pressure on a young quarterback every time. So I'm taking the Steelers. I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers and this offense can get something going. Because the Patriots are always known for having a good rush defense. So like I need this offense to be able to start figuring things out, making sure keeping this defense honest. And the Steelers can get a nice little, I think like a 17, like 10 type of game.
And I would say the other thing for the Steelers is like Mike Tomlin's career record against the Patriots is like 2-12 or something. Like I know it's a different
Really.
era, but it's just like for a reason Tomlin just hasn't. Pittsburgh's just
Hey,
cooked.
you're not lying because they definitely be used to walk in. The Patriots definitely used to walk into Pittsburgh twice. Walk because Bill Belichick boasts about that. They walked into Pittsburgh twice in the playoffs and won.
Yeah, they be for Mike Tomlin is for a reason. I know it's a different era now, but who knows? Sometimes that shit just carries over, bro. It's just a stigma.
Yeah, bro. These niggas just not scared of y'all.
Then we got the Titans 4.5 point dogs at home with the Colts coming to town.
Not enough.
Not enough. I'm happy we agree on that one. The Daniel Dimes is playing the best football. He's QB1 in fantasy football right now. He's ranked the number 1 quarterback in fantasy football. He has like 3 rushing touchdowns, 4 or 5 passing touchdowns, 300-yard games back to back. And he's just a 4.5 point dog. I mean, 4.5 point favorite here. The Titans, I know it's divisional, it could get rowdy, but boy, the Colts, they're playing good football right now, and I'm rocking with that.
Colts better come in and whip that ass. Tell them boys stop playing with them. I need Jonathan Taylor to get off.
Yeah, right
I
now,
need Danny
Falcons money
Dimes.
line, Colts money line is the parlay of the weekend. Those two put together, and I'm gonna find some more along the way.
They better dog walk them boys.
Then we got the Jaguars taking on the Texans, another divisional game here. Jags need a win because the Colts are 2-0. They're 1-1. They want to stay in that divisional circuit. They need a win here. Texans really need a win. They're 0-2, and they need to bounce back as bad as they can. I think I think it opened up as like 2.5 points, and now it's just 1.5 in favor of the Jags. Kyle was trying to sell me some shit that the CJ Stroud owns the Jaguars. I don't know. I don't believe it. I like the Jags here. I like them more than a 1.5. I think they're the better football team, better O line, better quarterback play for the first two games of the season. Travis Etienne, better running back play. The Texans have no running back at all, whereas the Jags Etienne's been eating. We're just waiting for Brian Thomas Jr. to finally to take off, and once that happens, we're just waiting for the passing offense to take off. Their defense has been balling pretty good. I just think the Jags at 1.5 points is kind of crazy. So another game where I think the spread's a little too small.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to be like yeah man, Texans ain't shit, Texans cook. I just don't think that the Jaguars defense has crazy pressure to put on this Texans team. So I don't want to take the Texans. I really don't. But I think I'm gonna have to take them boys because I think that this defense is gonna be dialed in for this Jaguars passing attack that hasn't gone too crazy.
Then we got a battle of the closest game the Eagles played on their title run last year. Eagles taking on the Rams. Both teams 2-0 coming in. Eagles just a 3.5 point favorite. They have yet to throw a passing touchdown, but hey, if you're winning, you're winning, some would say. But they also say if you have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, you do not start them motherfuckers in fantasy football anymore. They are bench players because Jalen Hurts is not throwing touchdowns and he's not throwing for 200 yards, let alone 300 yards. But
Mm,
3.5 point favorites, can the good times keep coming for either one of these teams? It's going to be a battle of the NFC playoff matchup last year where it came down to a Matthew Stafford getting sacked on the final drive to let the clock run out by Jalen Carter. The only game that was close for the Eagles on their way to the title last year.
yeah, and the Rams really should have won that game. Like I was screaming that fucking
Cooper was cooking. Also, Cooper caught fucking and then open.
but this is a tough one. This is a really tough game to pick. I don't really know the Rams are having a crazy strong rush defense, but their offense is clicking right now. So I don't know. I think if this turns into like an ugly ass game, I like the Rams in an ugly ass game against the Eagles. Like the Eagles had to kind of come in ready to like motherfucking kind of put some belt to ass if they want to win this game.
I think the Rams have been playing slightly like offensively better ball. The Eagles defensively have just been really good. I think this could be the game where we finally see the Eagles turn up just to quiet some of the haters, offensively at least. And they might have to. They want to beat this Ram squad. I'm gonna rock with the Eagles to get the job done, just because I feel like this is a matchup that they circled. They're gonna be locked in for. It's a rematch of the playoffs, and they're gonna be here to show up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles too, just because I don't think they're gonna let it be an ugly ass game. But if you let this game get ugly, this shit will be get atrocious.
Yeah, if it comes down to fourth quarter magic again, I think I'm taking. I would rock with Stafford. Then we got the Buccaneers 6.5 point favorites at home with the Jets coming to town. No Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor will be the starter, and that's kind of all I need to know on that one. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield's gonna be a little banged up due to that third Monday night game where he messed up his knee some, but he definitely will play. I if Justin Fields was starting here, you could probably talk me into taking the Justin Fields experience on this, but with Tyrod back there, I just haven't seen any good football out of Tyrod Taylor in like 2, 3 years, personally. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers on this one to get the job done at home. And it's always fuck the Jets because I picked them motherfuckers back to back weeks, and both of them they got cooked back to back weeks.
Oh yeah, I mean they won the first game. Oh no, they did get
No,
cooked the
they
second
lost.
game. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it was
right.
close. No, that
Yeah. But I mean, I would have took the Bucks if Justin Fields was starting because the Jets are just like I said last on the recap for you last week. It's the same old Jets, just the new faces, new faces. That's it.
yeah. Another team I probably is gonna add to the parlay.
Mm. This next game is crazy though,
The commies taking on the Raiders. The commies
and
are
yeah, and the what's it called? Um, Marcus Mariota started.
yep. There will be no Jaden Daniels for this one. Mariota gets to start. That's why the line moved a little bit. Commanders were 6.5 point favorites here. Now it's just 2.5. Um,
Yeah, if this was week two, I would have hammered the Raiders. Like, yo, you feel me? Raiders is the team to beat type shit. But nah, as poo-poo as they played last week, I think you could put quarterback three in this bitch and you still not the commies still figure out how to win this game.
and I'm not trying to add anything insult to injury here, but like Alshon Gentry being the top pick he was at running back, 30 carries for 81 yards right now. 30 carries for 81 yards. That's less than 3 yards per carry.
That's your man's. But I will say he only got like 11 carries the last game.
30 carries for 81 yards on the first two. The Washington Commanders have like a 6th round rookie, or maybe went undrafted, and Jacoby Crossett Merritt. And that motherfucker on 14 carry got 100 yards. And he went on draft. That's the thing. You just use like a high. You use like a top 5 pick on Gentry, which is crazy. Like for that to happen, you gotta produce like that's what That's just the shit that comes with it. So it's just
That's
not.
real.
It's not working right now. I'm not saying it won't get figured out. I'm not saying Gentry wasn't a 5-star talent coming out of college. Like motherfucker was in the Heisman running. It's just without that run game, it's not opening up for Geno. It's not like the Pete Carroll can only scream at y'all to do so much. They need this run game to start working. I'm I don't know who I'm picking honestly because Mariota does scare me on the other side, but I can at least talk myself into a Mariota revenge game because I believe he played for the Raiders for a
Yeah,
few
that was
weeks
his
before
last
he
game.
kicked his ass out.
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah, Geno Smith has 4 interceptions and 1 touchdown. If
Yeah,
that helps you pick it off.
48 for 77 is also crazy.
Yeah, that helps you pick it off.
No, it does. I say Mariota scares me because I feel like the first 4 drives could be all 3-and-outs punts for the fucking Washington. But then I'm just hoping Dan Quinn coaches up a fucking defensive monster for fucking Geno Smith and the boys.
Yeah, I need to see a masterclass, homie.
So we're both going with Washington still. It is definitely a little bit more scary. It won't be the suicide pick for me, that's for damn sure. This one is my suicide pick. The Packers 2-0 taking on the Browns in Cleveland 0-2. Browns on paper have the best defense. They only allow like 170 yards per game, which is kind of crazy. But the Packers is everyone's pick for the best defense. Is all watching fucking film and tape and watching the games. They're coming in 7.5 point favorites. Can Flacco hold it down for the Browns and get a win, Myles Garrett and them boys, or is Green Bay coming in is wrecking crew all year long?
I mean, these are the top two rush defenses. You got the Packers. I think that the Browns are number one, especially after holding Derrick Henry to 23 yards. And then you got the Packers with their monstrous defense. And this is the first week they haven't listed Micah Parsons as injured, so that means he might get like more like full snaps and all that shit like that. So I guess I'll take the number two rush defense in the league for this game because the Packers are gonna bust that ass.
Yeah, I'm locking in the Packers as my suicide pick, so I'm keeping a good juju. I'm rocking with them here as well. Got to keep it going. We're on to the 4 o'clock games. Divisional game, big game. Chargers 2-0. Broncos 1-1. Chargers 2.5 point favorites at home. Harbaugh, Sean Payton, Herbert, Bo Nix. The AFC West matchup here. How do you feel about this one?
This is a tough game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because Sean, I would love to see the stats on how many times Sean Payton started the season 0-3. But
Oh, they're 1-1 right now. So
oh, I'm thinking they 0-3. Never mind.
no, they won
Motherfucking
week one.
and Bo Nix just threw like what 3 touchdowns last week. He might be feeling himself a little bit,
Might be
but
sauced up.
This Chargers team has been balling. They've been making Quentin Johnson look like a killer. So I'm expecting John Harbaugh and this offense to figure out a way to kind of lock in on this defense, especially after they seen what the Colts did to them last week.
This is a tough one for me. Divisional.
It's a tough game, really tough one.
Like I wanted to say Chargers are a better team here. Give me the Chargers, walk away, no big deal. But then it's like, then the Broncos could have one of those
Mm.
games where it's just like, oh, they picked off Herbert twice and Bo Nix short field position.
Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about. Like a Bo Nix short field position, nah, that's kind of like fuck. But if not, if they're not moving like that, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm kind of asking for a lot for the defense. I'm gonna take the Chargers here at home, but I won't be shocked if it's like a 3 point game and the Broncos end up winning on some walk off field goal or something. But I'm gonna lock in the Chargers. I think their defense is playing some of the best ball in the NFL. Herbert's yet to throw an interception. He's looking phenomenal. The only thing slowing them down is they haven't got the run game started yet.
Yeah, they got to figure that out. And this
Yeah,
isn't the game to figure that out though.
no, this isn't. But I'm gonna go with everything else they're showing, and they showcase they're playing at a high level. I don't like Bo Nix, so it's always kind of easy for me to pick against them. But yeah, I'm rocking the Chargers.
Yeah, I respect the pick.
Are you going Chargers too?
Oh yeah, you know I got my boys LSC, you know.
LAC. And we got the Seattle Seahawks 7.5 point favorites. Can they go back to back wins here with the New Orleans Saints coming into town? I think it's safe to say that we're probably picking against the Saints every single game this year. Maybe not the Panthers Saints game, because that's the battle of shit right there. But every other game, I think it's safe to say that we're not picking the Saints. Even if they win, we're not picking.
Nah, the only thing that scares me about this game is that which is facts. That's exactly our motive for the season. But the only thing that scares me is 7.5. That's a lot. When I feel like whenever I start seeing like crazy numbers like this, that's when I really start seeing folks do dumb shit.
I'm here to see how long does the Rattlers winless streak last. He's 0-8 as a starter right now. How long does it go for? Because if he plays a whole season as a starter, that means he goes 0-17 plus his 5 starts from last year. Like he could potentially be like a 0-22 starting quarterback.
Mm.
Seattle should get the dub here. But like I said, we're not picking. We're never picking the Saints here. Moving forward, 49ers, 2.5 point favorites with Mac Jones starting. With the Arizona Cardinals coming into town, Kev. Can the Cardinals pull an upset in San Francisco? They're both 2-0. Both need this win because it's a divisional matchup. How do you feel?
Both these teams suck, and they've been masking it behind a very weak schedule. But 49ers suck a little less. Is Brock Purdy playing this game? We got McCorkle again.
McCorkle again. But hey, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, no interceptions last week. And Cardinals opened as the favorite at with 1.5. The line has moved 3 whole points to now the 49ers are the favorite by 2.5. So the betting
Damn,
people are hammering the 49ers right now.
damn, bro. I couldn't get the why you ain't telling me? I could have got the 49ers at plus odds.
Yeah, that's what people were saying when this bitch opened up.
I was like, yo, I mean, you never really want to side with the people when it comes to this football shit, is what I know. I just think both these teams suck. I just think that the 49ers just still have like strong pieces on defense. And yeah, that's it. Strong pieces on defense, so they're always gonna be in the game. And if McCorkle can lock in again, which I don't see him doing for real, but if they figure out a way to get Christian McCaffrey loose on this game, this is how that's the way they win. But I think the Cardinals aren't a good team. I think they even though the Panthers are playing against prevent defense, they still almost blew a lead to probably a bottom 4 team in the league. So yeah, I'm taking the Niners.
I'm gonna take the road team here. Kyler Murray, I know it was a different team last year, but last year he was 2-0 against the 49ers. He threw 4 touchdowns against them in one game. He walked them down for a game-winning drive another game.
He did do that.
He does seem to play a little bit of good football when he plays them boys. And it's not like this defense got any different than last year. Like it's still kind of the same defense. They do just have the new Salas back as the defensive coordinator. But I think I'm gonna just rock with the 40 the Cardinals. And I got also remember Mac Jones can only win so many games in the NFL.
They got Robert Saleh back as coordinator?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, that might make me start picking the 49ers a little bit more. No, fuck it, Robert Saleh.
And the 49ers are another for the Cardinals are another team that just haven't got their run game started yet. But if you watch AQ Shipley, he's been praising the Cardinals run scheme. That like, hey, eventually this shit will start to work. Like it's
Bro,
just
I gotta lock in with AQ. He do be dropping the game
in the
on
trenches.
O lineman. Because us receiving us skill playing ass niggas, we don't really pay attention to the trenches like we should. But the games is really won in the trenches, especially if you watch the Texans.
Then our next game, oh yeah, you went 49. Make sure I write that. Next game we have this is a weird game,
You
honestly.
been keeping track of these. You've been keeping
Dallas
track of the game.
Cowboys are 1.5 point favorites on the road going into Chicago here. Bears still looking for their first win. Caleb Johnson still Ben Johnson still looking for his first win as a head coach here. 1.5 point dogs at home. Is this where they get it, Kev? Did the Cowboys blow their load against the Giants in overtime last week?
I don't know. The Bears suck. I just think the Cowboys suck too. But the Cowboys have an offense that's gonna score.
They're saying that the Caleb Williams completion percentage has gotten worse under Ben Johnson, which is kind
Great.
of yeah, no, I don't. I'm also taking the Cowboys here. I don't think they suck per se. Someone was breaking down the Giants game, and they were just playing dumb ball. Like they were literally like loading the ball, like showing you, hey, we're bringing 7, and you're gonna throw it deep, and you're gonna have the one-on-ones, and it has never stopped because they're so when they're trying to overcompensate for something like, oh, Parsons is gone, we can't stop the run. Let's like load up the box so we can stop the run. And now like Russ was like, fuck it, we're gonna throw that bitch up every time then. Uh, and then the Eagles might be the best team in the NFL. So those are just two matchups, divisional matchups. I just think with the Bears here, Javonte Williams is looking like RB1. CeeDee Lamb, you already know what he's doing. Jake Ferguson, tight end 1. Offensively, this team is still very good. And if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to drop 30 points. And I just don't think the Bears are going to be the team to drop 30 points. So I like the Cowboys. If it's ever a shootout, I might be picking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
I don't like them a favorite on the road personally, but I'll take it. Then we got the Sunday night matchup. Who knows what we could get out of this? 2 winless teams back against the wall. Giants are 6.5 point dogs at home with the Chiefs coming into town. Do the Chiefs finally get their first W of the season, or do the Giants finally get their first W of the season?
Hey, this is off topic, but the Dolphins have 17 players on the IR already.
Oh yeah, no, we're cooked, bro. We have our DBs are all cooked. Our O line is cooked.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys lead the league. I didn't know that. That's a lot. We have 9. So,
We have O
same as the
linemen that
Chiefs.
I genuinely never heard of before. Like it's like one of the names was like Paul Patrick, and I'm like, who the fuck is Paul Patrick? Then we have
Right.
like fuck our whole O line. You lined up here like, hey, name any starting O lineman for the Dolphins right now. No one could do it. Like you're not getting one.
But yeah, so Chiefs, motherfucking Giants.
Statistically speaking, Wilson has played the better football out of these 2 quarterbacks. Pure stats there, but he has played better ball.
Oh yeah, you gonna have Wayne all day to say that one. If you want you well technically they haven't played it, but I mean the Russ played the Cowboys versus the mother chucking Patrick played the Eagles. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I might when it comes to competition and defenses, I might give Pat the what is it? The
The
doubt.
edge.
What yeah, when it comes I give him the edge. You feel me? But I don't expect this to be a good game. I think it's kind of some. They was mad on Pat McAfee. Boston Connor said this is bullshit that this is the game when we had like we could watch the Rams and Eagles Sunday night. But anyway, I'm expecting the Kansas City to play well enough to win. It should be at least like a 12-point win, 10-point win, something in double digits, but it's not going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs here too. I mean, I think the Giants played their best football they may play all year last game, and they still came up short. So like moving forward, I don't think are gonna have enough in the tank. The defense could. I mean, the one thing that does make this a little shaky is the Chiefs O line has been pretty shit to start the season, and the Giants D line could cause some trouble for Mahomes at least.
Yeah.
Then we
But the
have
Giants, they don't be playing though.
that's what I'm saying. They on paper, that's where the advantage is. Like if you're just taking up like where can we beat these guys? It's on paper, it's there. It's like, oh, get the D line to just kill Patrick Mahomes. Stop the run and kill Patrick Mahomes. And then we maybe we could win this. That's on paper though.
Yeah,
Then
bro.
we got Monday Night Football, a good one, a very good one actually. Ravens 4.5 point favorites at home with Lions coming into town. Some people are saying even though the Ravens are 1-1, they've been playing the best football in the AFC. And then on the other side, the Lions coming off a huge bounce back week where they dropped 52 on the Bears, which got the Detroit pumped up again. Two of the hottest teams in the NFL. Monday Night Football, can't ask for any more. How do you feel about this one?
I mean, both these teams have played the number one, played really good rushing defenses with the Lions in the first week, and then the Ravens last week against the Browns. So we've seen what their offenses can do against teams that can really play well against each other. I'm expecting their defense to play against each other well, so it's not going to be a shootout per se, but it could be a 28-32 game. And I have the Ravens. I think the Ravens are a little more battle tested. This is the game that I've been praying to be the Super Bowl for the last 2 years, but I got the Ravens winning this one.
I'm probably gonna take the Ravens too, but I think this is gonna be a fucking shootout. Like a 40-40 game, just like the Bills game was. I think
What's the
Jared
over?
Goff and them weapon. I think Jared Goff's gonna have a repeat performance, like 3-4 touchdowns. I think he's gonna have a big week against the Ravens. But I just think
Dang.
the Ravens are gonna end up winning this ball game.
What's the over? They ain't got no overs out.
53 and a half. The biggest on the skin, biggest on the week.
Damn, bro, take the over.
I would, but 50, this little put in perspective, no other 53 and a half, and there's no other game even in the 50s.
Mm.
Yeah, like they have like a whole touchdown more added to they fucking over under.
Yeah, them niggas is dangerous. I mean, yeah, I expect this to be a great game. Like I low key finna lock in. I got pageant practice, but I finna like cancel that shit just to
53 and
watch
a
this game.
half is 30-24 minimum.
Minimum.
Minimum. Like I'm saying, like someone has to hit 30 plus for you to hit 53 and a half. So that's what I was like,
I
and the other team still has a score. We got a good little slate though. Honestly, Monday Night Football is gonna. Sunday Night Football might be a snoozer, but Monday Night Football I think definitely makes up for it. We are split on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games this weekend, so definitely gonna have a winner and loser there, Kev. We'll see how this weekend
mm,
plays out.
nice.
Anything you got for the folks at home before we head out?
Don't do drugs, man.
Unless it's free. But as always, we
Mm.
appreciate y'all watching along, commenting along. Go down, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Keeps the channel afloat. We appreciate all the love. I'm Paul Pickle Wyndham. That's Kev Waterboy, Dirty Dan Savoy. We broke down NFL Week